Hello out there in Read the Stars land. It's Judy Vitale, your astrologer, with your weekly horoscopes at work for March 25th through 31st, the end of March. Yes, and Easter and Passover and a huge full moon this week. Whoa boy, we're all going to be talking about that in our dreams and outside of them as well. The other thing about this week that you're going to notice are those void of course moon periods. You know, those times when it's not really good to try to get anything accomplished because it just seems you try to do something and another thing happens and you have to go deal with that. So I'm going to give you a heads up on all the times, and in the article with the weekly horoscopes that work on the website, I'll give you an idea how to get to that so that you can write them down if you don't happen to have anything to write it down with as I tell you about it. Monday, void of course moon in Virgo. Kind of good for cleaning things up. Spring cleaning, yes. Tidying things around the office, yes. Starting new projects, no. Buying things, absolutely not. This is just not a good time. Don't sign contracts, don't make agreements. Anything that you say pretty much on Monday is subject to change. Not necessarily, but is subject to change. Good things to do. Say that there's somebody who's like, oh, I really must have a meeting with you. Say yes, because most possibly and most probably it's not going to happen. So that's what the void of course moon is good for. We have it all day on Monday, all day on Tuesday, all the way until 5:32 p.m. Eastern. But on Tuesday, we'll have some other planetary action going on. So maybe it's good that the moon's void of course because it may not follow through as much as it could. Mars is going to get a lot of power, and Mars is already very powerful. It's our assertive energy. It's the assertive energy sort of around us in the world, and it's going to combine with Jupiter and Pluto. Ooh, okay, so Pluto, both, power, and Jupiter, expansion. People are really going to get full of themselves, so watch that it doesn't happen to you. Now, Wednesday, we have the full moon, and the full moon is going to involve Mars again, planet Uranus again, yipes, okay, because these two planets together caused a lot of agitation, as we witnessed late last week, okay? And then it's going to be a nice trine to Jupiter, though, so I think that we're a little bit protected, but this full moon is a big one. It's a real dilly. Of course, it's when we celebrate some religious holidays, Passover and Easter, and there's a big thing about this. Is the full moon, the first full moon of spring. And it kind of brings to fruition what we thought was going to happen at the beginning of with the equinox back on March 20th. So keep this all in mind. Let's see. On Thursday, we have more of this agitation as the sun kind of gets in there with Venus and Uranus and the sun and Uranus. It's just like a very, active day. The moon's going to be void of course again all day till 8:54 p.m. But again, I think it's a good thing because we will at least have all of these crazy planetary things involving Mars and Uranus and Venus and the sun at times when the moon is not able to execute the agitation. So it could be a good thing. Also, they're just random things and unexpected things that happen. So we just have to wait and see. On Friday, the moon will be in Scorpio. Things will get a little more intense. People will be a little bit more emotionally attuned, and the emotional IQ of the world just kind of picks up a little bit. Then we're good till about 4:25 at night. Don't make big plans for this weekend if you can avoid it. If you do have big plans for this weekend, please, please, please try to make sure that you have every detail covered, because the moon will be void of course from Friday night all day Saturday until 11:13 p.m. If you have a choice, Sunday is your day to try to pull something off. You have a lot of great planetary energy, a lot of interaction with the moon, and Venus is going to be working with Pluto and Jupiter, and the sun will be working with Pluto. Hopefully people will be executing their power for good. Okay, and I want everybody to try to do that, but there will also be a little bit of manipulation here and there. So that's Easter Sunday. There are some family things that go on Easter in a lot of families. And there'll be all those Passover Seders and relatives who say things that they probably shouldn't and all of the other good stuff. But try to stay in your heart and remember that we're all put together in these families so that we can learn from one another. And just take the high road in all these arguments and you will be fine. So that's your week. I hope that you're enjoying all of the nice things that happen at this time of year, and soon the weather will cooperate as well. Again, I'm Judy Vitale. If you'd like to have a private video reading with me, go to the website, readthestars.com, click on private video reading, and it can happen. All your instructions are right there. I sit and read for you for 5 to 7 minutes and to answer your questions and really integrate all of the information that's in your chart. None of these printouts or anything like that, just a real conversation from me to you. And I'm also available for more extended readings if you'd like to contact me personally. It's Judy, Judi, at readthestars.com.